getting ready for the season.
This is menacing, all right? People in these stores have to clean this up.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Burton. We're just a day away from the divisional round playoffs in the NFL. Yeah, just one day. Can you believe it? Let's go in order here as we build toward what clearly seems like the best game Sunday night. In Baltimore, the likely MVP is well rested after their bye week. And in case you're wondering, Lamar is not lacking any confidence heading into the divisional round.
Very, very confident. Extremely confident.
I need to wake up and do these affirmations every day. I wonder if that would change my life. And there's one great Raven stat that's actually too good not to share. They apparently eat 30 to 60 Uncrustables in a day. That's 7,500 over the entire season. But if that's collectively as a team, then I guess that's only one per most of the team. So it's not too bad unless some of these guys are hammering 2 or 3 a day, in which case that could be a problem. Watch yourselves, guys. Those things are not the healthiest. But they are delicious. And some other Ravens news we got today, as tight end Mark Andrews is not expected to be activated from injured reserve this weekend, so he will be out versus the Texans. And after that, we got the Packers and Niners. And this is a matchup historically that we have seen a ton in the playoffs, as it will be the 10th matchup between these two teams in the postseason since 1996. From T.O.'s iconic catch.
Young stumbles on the way back and fires up the middle. Pass is caught by Owens. Owens made the catch. Oh, this is amazing.
To the longest quarterback touchdown run in playoff history.
2nd down and 4. Kaepernick keeps it. Fooled everybody. Colin Kaepernick. What a game. Touchdown.
It really feels like Saturday we can get another iconic moment in this classic NFC playoff rivalry. Now Sunday starts off with the Bucs and Lions, and there's been a fun war of words going on this week between Baker Mayfield and Lions corner C.J. Gardner-Johnson, as earlier in the week C.J. called out Baker, but he was buried by Baker's response.
I don't think he's really watched film because he mentioned Russell Gage. You know, we love Russell, but Russell has to play the snap all year for us.
Oh, it's tough when the facts get ya. And after that, we got the main event as the Chiefs are at the Bills. It's Patrick Mahomes' first ever road playoff game, and he's in for a real treat heading into Orchard Park.
And even though I know it's gonna be hostile and there are gonna be people talking trash and everything like that, I'm excited for it because it's one of the best environments in football.
And Bills left tackle Deion Dawkins agrees. He expects Bills Mafia to be wild when he drives to the stadium Sunday afternoon.
I'm hoping that they bring it to the highest that they've ever brought it, because I'm excited to see them. You know, driving into the game is when I can always tell how they're going to be. If they're like already drunk, then it's going to be one of those games. So I'm hoping around 4 o'clock, everybody is just about at their teeter. I'm hoping the Mafia brings all of everything like it's all or nothing, because I'm expecting it to be the loudest that I've ever heard and the swaggiest that I've ever seen and the snowiest that I've ever seen.
All right, Bills Mafia, you heard him. Make sure to tailor your drinking to his schedule, okay? You gotta possess yourself. And just a reminder, you can watch all the divisional round action Saturday and Sunday on TSN and CTV. So get comfy on that couch, people. And you can only truly be comfy if you've planned your snacking beforehand, so get the snacks, get your PJs, get comfy. There's only 4 games in the NHL tonight with 0 Canadian teams in action. But it's a loaded night tomorrow, with 6 of the 7 teams from up north playing one another. And you know we love our all-Canadian matchups, so it's a perfect time to take a little cruise around Canada. Let's start with the Jets and Sens. Ottawa's coming off a 6-2 win over the Canadiens, and the Sens had the ultimate motivation last night. And Jacques Martin was wearing one of his Stanley Cup rings, just to remind the boys what they're playing for. So let's see if they're any closer to the Stanley Cup playoffs that they've missed every year since 2017. Ottawa's still deep in the basement of the division, but it's important to note they have 5 games in hand on some teams. MoneyPuck gives them a 2.3% chance of making the playoffs, which is only better than Chicago, San Jose, Columbus, and Anaheim. The standings will also show that the Leafs were able to shake their winless streak last night, taking down the Calgary Flames 4-3 to pull them just ahead of Detroit in a playoff spot. And it was the Austin Matthews show last night, as he had a hattie and an assist. It was his 4th hat trick of the season, and he's now on pace for an insane 72 goals. So what do you think? Is he gonna hit 70? It's a big 7-0 this year for Austin Matthews. Let's go. Let's see if he can keep it going against the Canucks tomorrow, who became the first team to hit 30 wins this season with their win over Arizona last night. It only took them 45 games to hit that milestone, which is the fastest in franchise history. Speaking of red hot teams in Canada, we've also got the Battle of Alberta. The Flames had their win streak snapped by the Leafs last night, but Edmonton are still continuing to roll, as their win streak hit 12 with that win over the Kraken. They're now tied with the 67-68 Canadiens for the longest run by a Canadian team in NHL history. I also think they might do it solely because they just hosted a dog race.
Okay, ready, set,
No,
go.
I'm gonna cry.
Come on, Bowie. Come on. All right, Bowie. Bowie's picking it up.
Oh, poor guy,
On the
so
brakes.
slippery.
Well, I thought he had a chance to win, but he couldn't really find his legs early on, especially, and obviously, it's tough building to perform in. So.
Okay, people, it's the divisional round, so we gotta hit you with some FanDuel fast facts. As I bring you all the betting nuggets you need. Now, my record on the year is 6, but even if I don't break that, no matter what I do today will be my playoff record. Home teams are 29-11 in the divisional round in the last 10 years, meaning on average you get about 1 upset per season. The Bills are 1-3 in games reffed by Sean Hockley, who was reffing Sunday's game. In those 4 games, the Bills have been called for 10 or more penalties 3 times. Travis Kelce hasn't scored a touchdown in 7 straight weeks. It is tied for the longest streak of his career. He is plus 130 to score a TD versus Buffalo Sunday. Only 3 rookie quarterbacks, Mark Sanchez, Joe Flacco, and Brock Purdy, won more than 1 playoff game and reached the conference championship game. CJ Stroud will try to be the 4th on Saturday. The Texans are plus 330 against the Ravens. Oh my goodness. In terms of EPA per pass, play Jordan Love played the most efficient game of the season out of the quarterbacks. Oh my goodness, Sunday against the Okay, well, I was never getting through that one, so good luck. Those are very entertaining facts, I have to say. I was really into all of them. Now I'm just sad I couldn't get to the rest of them. But there was only 3 more. I almost did it. Time now for my favorite segment, and yours, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
Okay, so last week in KC for the wildcard round, we saw Taylor Swift's unreal jersey jacket supporting her boyfriend Travis Kelce. And we all know I loved it. The one for Brittany Mahomes looked fire too. It had every fan watching saying the same thing.
It's the jacket. The jacket.
Well, you may have seen throughout the week that the jacket was actually made by Christian Juszczyk, who's the wife of 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, who was more than happy to brag about his wife's work this week when asked about it.
What was going through your mind when you first saw Taylor walk out in Kristen's design?
Just happiness, just appreciation, just so stoked for her, because I know how hard she's worked, how hard she grinded, and to see Taylor wearing it and it looked incredible was just awesome. We were so happy at our house.
Look at him beaming with utter pride, utter joy. This man loves his woman and supports her. That's all we need in this world. But this interview is not the only way he was supporting her.
You were under every major post, just making sure that Kristen got proper credit. How much time did you invest in that?
A lot. I like you said, I just want to make sure she get proper credit because she put in the work. I felt like she deserved it.
This is the most precious, wholesome thing ever, okay? This is what women mean, okay? When they say they want a man to just step up and support, this is it. So anyway, I just hope men are taking note. This is how you support your women. That's all for me today. Julia will be filling in next week. Have a great weekend.